It's raining. The kind of rain that gets you wet from the sole of your shoes to the shoes of your soul.
Camcorder, ex-reporter, and Rawn NWAR, ex-lawyer, are on the case.
We've tracked down the source of this whole gradient conspiracy. It's the end of the line, because I went the wrong way and this is a dead end.
Eventually, we arrive at our destination.
The Gradient's secret hideout is on your left.
Because this time, I went the right way, and this is a dead end. Their lair is a graveyard, a space between life and death, a gray area.
Blanche Grayson, ex-detective, is exactly on time.
It's quiet. Too quiet. Like a ghost town, where even the ghosts have moved because it's too expensive and hipstery now.
We need a strategy, a graveyard game plan, a cemetery plot. But then we see headstones with our names on them. Ronald Noir.
Blanche Grayson.
And the rest.
In peace.
We're in grave danger, but we're here to find answers come hell or high water, and our shoes and soles are already soaked. So, I guess it's hell. We go down the rabbit holes and fall 6 feet under. It's definitely more than a 6-foot drop. We hit rock bottom and land in coffins, and then we're surrounded by ghosts. Inside the caskets are records of our entire lives.
Catalogs of every bad thing we've ever done.
Every mistake that's ever haunted us.
It's our life stories.
Our eulogies.
They have so much dirt on us that they could bury us alive.
Or even bury us dead. They know everything about us. They've had eyes and ears everywhere. Probably other body parts too.
And then there's Noir's coffin.
Inside is the truth about everything.
His days as a dirty detective, the death of his partner Hugh and the cover-up, the investigation with Bruce Bannon's internal affairs, his wife with Bruce Bannon's external affairs, his gritty reboot as a private eye, his vacation, his multi-season arc with the Gradient, his quest to find his ex-wife and daughter in witness protection, all the red blood on his hands.
Cam is blindsided to learn that Noir was such a bad guy.
I guess that's why they say you should never meet your heroes and then find a secret coffin full of evidence of all their wrongdoings in a secret hideout beneath a cemetery.
But there's no time to grieve. We've got work to do. We see a light at the end of the tunnel. It's a tight squeeze. We enter limbo.
On the other side, we emerge into the inferno.
It's a massive cavern, a death spiral extending upwards and downwards as far as the eye can see.
The walls are covered in newspaper clippings and photos being developed.
Strings crisscross, strung across the room. Must have taken a lot of glue sticks and magazines to build all of this. This dark room is a dark web. We take a closer look. These are records of every person on the planet, from the most average nobody to the most famous somebody. Historical events ranging from major news to local puff pieces to urban legends. The full gradient of history. Henchmen in tinfoil hats carefully connect them all from beginning to end, literally pulling the strings on the world.
Scarlet, their leader, reveals herself. We caught her, red-handed.
We ask if she's going to kill us. She says no, because we're already dead.
Metaphorically.
The devil's in the details, and they know the details of all our deepest, darkest secrets. If we try to take down the Gradient, the truth will destroy us too.
We're all tangled up in this together.
Like a puppeteer that was carrying a box of marionettes and fell down a flight of stairs.
Instead, she offers a reverse suicide pact. Let's agree to stay alive. We'll go our separate ways and bury the hatchet. She's given us a split decision, but we decline.
We tell her we're going to fight, no matter what happens to us.
Scarlet says we're bluffing. We're too cowardly to be seen as villains ourselves in order to stop her. She knows us too well. We're predictable, even easier to manipulate than puppets on strings. We're finger puppets.
On fingers.
We tell her that she can't read our minds. She doesn't know what's going on in our heads. Hell breaks loose. We battle some of the tinfoil hat goons. Hit, punch, kick the bucket.
Scarlet sighs with boredom. She asks what the point is. We've fought so many times.
This is a rerun of a clip show of a montage of a best-of compilation. She's right. This series can't run forever. We've got to go to a better place. I grab that hatchet that we buried. We leap onto the caskets and I cut the strings. Hell breaks loose. Time to rise from the dead.
Back in the land of the living, we hitch a ride in a hearse with our coffins in the back.
We're bringing along all the skeletons in our closets.
This adventure has alternate endings. On one hand, we could run and be free forever.
On the other hand, we could keep fighting and let the gradient take us down with it.
Or
Maybe we've got more than two hands.
Scarlet thinks we'll never win because nobody wants to be the bad guy of their own story. But that's because she sees everything as heroes and villains, black and white.
The truth is, people contain infinite shades.
The real gradients were inside us all along.
My story won't just be a nonfiction book that inspires a true crime podcast later adapted as an award-winning prestige TV miniseries. It will be a memoir.
The three of us will come clean about everything, and maybe it'll inspire others to step out of the shadows too. A whole spectrum of voices.
We'll make an anthology and get to the truth by stitching everybody's narration together.
Maybe we'll die trying.
But at least we'll leave an exquisite corpse. No turning back. We're going straight to the end.
You have reached the end.
Not again.